Today we're going to talk about luxury bags that are most flattering for plus-size women like myself. Are tiny bags okay? What about crossbody? Structured? Not structured? What about giant bags? We'll talk about all these and I'll show you how they look on me. And if you're watching this and you're not plus size, stay tuned because there are tips that you might find helpful too. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags and small goods to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. And one of the perks of subscribing to my channel is you get to see my community posts on your YouTube homepage where I post deals, discount codes, sales, and rare finds related to these beautiful things we love. I need a piece of advice from you. I've noticed since I've been standing up to do my videos that I'm getting a lot more glare on my glasses. Does anybody know where you can get glasses that don't have the reflections so much? I went onto Amazon and I got some glasses that say they're anti-glare. These are them right here, and I still get a lot of reflection off of them, so I think the glare is more for the reader and not so much for doing videos like this. So if you have any ideas, I would sure appreciate it because I would really like to not have that glare. Even I'm finding it annoying when I edit the videos. Now let's get a few things straight before we start this video. I see lots of YouTubers that do videos with titles like 10 ways to be prettier, and those videos really get under my skin because they perpetuate this idea that beauty and looking pretty, and specifically looking a certain way, a certain kind of pretty, is so important, and especially to women. And I want you to know up front that that is not what this video is about. You don't need to be prettier or more flattering. What you do need is to know that nothing, not a bag, not clothing, not makeup, nothing is going to make you prettier or look better, because you're already beautiful as you are. It's taken me a long time to get to that point because weight has always been an issue for me. By the way, I've been thinking about doing a video about that, about like the struggles of growing up heavier than like all the other girls around you. And I feel like it could be helpful for some people for me to do a video like that. Certainly relatable to a lot of people. So if you're interested, would you please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video like that. As a plus size person, I know that trying on clothes can be pretty frustrating sometimes. And one of the things we love so much about bags is that they always fit, right? Like jewelry. Well, they almost always fit. We'll talk about that. So my advice to you is that whatever you love, wear that. Don't go by what somebody else says looks good in general or looks good on a frame like yours. When it comes to your personal style, the only opinion that matters is yours. No one else's opinion of you matters. I'm going to repeat that because it's important. No one else's opinion of you matters. Now, all that said, there are a few practical things to know about handbags when it comes to us curvier gals. So I'm going to show you all of these bags behind me on me as an example and give you a few pointers that I've learned over the years. First, a clutch. This is my Givenchy Pandora wristlet. Clutches and wristlets work for everyone because you don't actually have to wear them on your body. You can hand hold. This one I don't usually put my wrist through the wristlet strap. I just put my fingers through and hold it like this, and that works great for me. Tiny bags, like this little Speedy. Do tiny bags look ridiculous on larger people? No, they do not, especially if you love them. I love this one. I can hand hold it. It barely fits on my wrist there. I don't think I would ever carry it that way unless I just needed it to be hands-free. I would just hand hold or use it inside another bag, or I've shown you this before on other videos about this bag. I attach a crossbody strap and wear it crossbody. That's my favorite way to wear it because I'm totally hands-free. I think it looks really cute. Also, side note, I need a step stool. I'll just stand on my tiptoes. But I think that looks great. Now, one thing, just for me, my own preferences, not really crazy about the look of the strap wrapping around me like that. That sort of accentuates my roundness. However, overall, I love the look of this. And again, the only thing that matters if you're carrying a small bag is whether you like it. By the way, this strap is from Dress Up Your Purse. I will have them linked below along with my discount code. Next up, small shoulder bags. This one is Kate Spade. It's similar to the Prada bags that are so popular right now. There are also Fendi baguettes that are very in right now that have similar features to what we'll be talking about. This is a bag you could hand hold, you could put it over the crook of your arm, but of course, the way they're supposed to be worn is on the shoulder like this. I love this bag. I've worn it quite a bit since I've got it. I think it looks great. I think the shape of it, going a little wider at the base, is a flattering style from me, because sometimes I'll have a small shoulder bag. The Louis Vuitton, what was it? The little denim pouch that I forget the name of now. I'll put a picture of it here. I had that at one point and I got rid of it because when I put it on my shoulder, how it was meant to be worn, it kind of disappeared behind my arm. I feel like a Fendi baguette would do the same thing with me, so I tend to stay away from small shoulder bags for that reason. I tried to turn that Vuitton bag into a crossbody and just couldn't make it work, so I got rid of it. But this one is a great size and shape. This, by the way, is larger than the Prada bags. Also, you can add a chain to this bag to make it crossbody. Again, I need to invest in a step stool, but there you go. I think that looks great, and you just tuck the strap in the back like that. It generally stays in place. The Prada bag you can't do that with because it does not have this hardware. Now let's talk about bags like my Chanel reissue that can work as a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. These kinds of bags can be tricky, especially if the strap is not adjustable, as this one isn't. As a shoulder bag, it works like this. This particular bag has a pretty slender profile, which I think is a benefit as a curvier woman. And the 227 size works well for me because I like large bags, but also from the side, I think it looks nice. I think it looks proportional to me. But you can also wear it with a longer strap. Now this, on me, works as a shoulder bag, which is longer and I can still reach the bottom, and I very often will wear it like this. But I could also crossbody it if need be. Now for me, that sits a little bit high, but it's still workable if I want it to be. This is not a way I would wear it unless I really needed to be hands-free and moving about, like leaning over, and I didn't want to worry about it moving around too much while I'm moving. But where a bag like this hits you when you have it crossbody is something that you really have to consider when you have a bag like this with a non-adjustable strap that can be converted from shoulder to crossbody. Sometimes they sit way too high, sometimes they're too low, sometimes they're just right. And some of that depends on the strap length, but some of it also depends on your curvature. So ideally you would want to try it on to see if it works for you. Similarly, the dreaded bum bag. I don't like these things. If you watch my channel, you know that. Why do I have one? Because it's the most practical bag I have found to walk the dogs hand-free and not have to keep adjusting the bag every 30 seconds. This is by a brand called Thacker. Unfortunately, this bag is discontinued, so I can't link it below, but it's really beautiful. It's all leather. I heard about it from Yota Style, who, by the way, told me to say something nice about her. So thank you for showing me this bag because it works well for me. She's kind of weird. I'll link her channel below. I have found when I was looking for one of these, I looked at the luxury ones, and I have found that those and a lot of the other ones, like on Amazon and pretty much all of the bum bags, the strap that goes around you, and you know, a lot of us, we don't wear them around our waist, we wear them crossbody like this. And a lot of them, the strap was just not long enough for what I needed. Fortunately, the Thacker bag was, and it's a great bag, so I got that. But if you're on the market for a bum bag, you have to be really careful about looking at the dimensions of the strap, and most of them are adjustable, so see what that largest dimension is before you make your purchase. Of course, you can always, if I had this on a shorter length, you can always carry it as a shoulder bag too, and have it like that. That works well if you can't find one that fits around crossbody or if you don't want to wear it that way. How about very structured boxy bags like this? How do they work on us plus size people? I have found, now this may not be particular to plus size people, this may be everybody, you guys let me know. I have found as comfortable as this bag is, when you walk with a structured bag, it tends to bounce off of you with each step, and that depends in part on where you have it hanging. So if it's more on the front, like I like to have mine, not totally over on the side, when I move this leg, the bag goes up and down or back and forth. That annoys me. And this is even a softer structured bag than some. Or if you have a bag with a very structured and wide base, it's going to stick out from your body quite a bit, which could annoy some people. Sometimes it annoys me, but I absolutely love this bag, so I wear it. I have the same issue with the Epi Neverfull. The base although not as wide as the No A, is very stiff and structured. So this bag sticks out quite a bit from me. Would stick out from anybody, but if you're smaller, it won't take up so much width, you know? What annoys me most about this though is my arm is so far out. And for that reason, I don't wear this bag very often. The canvas Neverfull, however, much squishier base, so I'm able to squish my arm down and it's much more wearable for me. Back to crossbody bags for a minute. This is my Louis Vuitton Touraine MM. I love this bag. It's one of my favorite bags in my collection, as you all know. If you're going for a crossbody bag and it's like a medium to large size bag and not a little tiny thing, I would go for something like this. This has two things about it that make it really wonderful for me as a crossbody bag. One of those is that it has this removable and adjustable strap, so I can adjust this to whatever length I want, or if that length didn't work for me, I could at least remove it and add a different strap that did work for me. The other thing I love about wearing this bag, and I have it stuffed right now so it's not quite doing it, but because it's the coated canvas, it's a soft smushy bag and it conforms to my body. When I'm wearing it with stuff in it, it's like jello, it just molds around you. It makes it very comfortable to wear. It makes it to where it doesn't stick out so much, it doesn't bounce so much as a more structured bag would. One of the many reasons the Touraine is the perfect bag. Speaking of perfect bags, another perfect bag in my collection is the Louis Vuitton Delightful. This is the original model. I have videos that talk about that. I'll link them below. With one small alteration, this bag is absolutely perfect. It comes with this handle, shoulder strap, which is not adjustable, and I and many other people find two things wrong with it. First of all, the bag is right up in your armpit, kind of annoying. Can't really get into it on your shoulder very easily. The other thing is, it slips right off. I've told you this trick before. You get a bag strap, like this one from Dress Up Your Purse. Make sure it has big clips, or the leather comes undone on the end, so you can just clip the leather around it, because this particular bag has giant rings and most clips don't fit it. You tuck the strap in the back of the bag, and now you have this longer adjustable strap that you can put on your shoulder, or how I like to wear it, it's crossbody. Now this particular one does not have a zipper like the Touraine does, but otherwise it has all the same wonderful features as the Touraine. Now I have this removable and adjustable crossbody strap, and I have a soft bag that conforms to my body and doesn't bounce around so much when I'm walking. It's easy to get into, I can reach the bottom, and because it's this big Hobo tote, it's the same size as the Neverfull MM, and this is the PM size. It holds whatever I need it to hold, and it's beautiful. And I haven't worn it in a long time, and I'm gonna wear it again soon, because I really, really love this bag. Every time I wear it, I just find it so easy and comfortable to use. Highly recommend the Louis Vuitton Delightful with a strap from Dress Up Your Purse. Now let's circle back for a second to that Kate Spade bag that kind of looked like the Prada bag. Little shoulder bag, right? Here's a more medium-sized shoulder bag. This is the Gucci Dionysus Hobo, and it has the dogs. I recently unboxed this. I will link that below. You can wear this on your shoulder, and it has a similar shape where it's wider at the base, and I think that's very flattering if you're curvy. Now, notice that I am having that problem where you can see the dogs, but you can't see their heads. Their heads are missing because they're hidden behind my giant arm. So fortunately, this bag, as you'll know if you watched the unboxing, has the ability to add a shoulder strap. And that's how I've been wearing it, just like this. This strap is from Erin Condren. It's not Gucci. It did come with a Gucci strap, but I like this strap better. I think it matches better than the red and green. And so now I wear it like that. This strap doesn't bother me. I can have my hand down. You can still see the dogs. It's fabulous. I love this bag. So happy I got it. And if you like shoulder bags, this is a great size. I think this and the Kate Spade are perfect sizes for shoulder bags. This bag, however, the Gucci Jackie Hobo, much bigger. I will be doing a comparison video of these two bags at some point in the future. Very similar shape to the last, where it has that wider base. I think this looks fabulous too with our figures. I think if you want a larger bag, this is a great option for you. And I think all three of them actually, all three sizes work proportionally. Personally, I think you can't go wrong. But again, let's circle back. Like I said, my opinion doesn't matter because nobody's opinion matters except yours when it comes to your personal style. I almost forgot my Speedy. I meant to mention this when I was talking about bags that stick out from your body and bags that are malleable against your body, that form to you. So I've added this strap from my Trevi bag, and I just wear that on my shoulder, and it does stick out, but since it's soft canvas bags, it's not so structured, and it works great for me. Okay, I just double checked and I have covered every bag, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know what you thought in the comments, and if you'd like to see more videos like this. Also, let me know the best place to get a step stool. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. Hope to see you back here next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.